Today, we're going to dive into a really modern problem, but we're going to use a guide that's, believe it or not, ancient. It's all about a hidden trap, one that often looks a lot like our biggest success. Let's get into it. Okay, so let's just jump right in with a huge question, one that gets right to the core of who we think we are. Do your achievements define you? Seriously, take a second to think about that. We all have these labels we wear, don't we? Maybe for you, it's a professional title. You've worked your entire life. You've busted your butt to get here. It's on your business card. It's on your LinkedIn. It feels solid. It feels real. It feels like, well, it feels like you, doesn't it? Or, hey, maybe it's not a corporate thing at all. Maybe you're a thought leader, an expert, a guide for other people. That's a label that carries a whole different kind of weight, a sense of wisdom and responsibility. And of course, in the world we live in right now, it could even be this. A number. A number that says how much influence and reach you have. See, these are all achievements, and they all have this sneaky power to shape how we see ourselves. But what if that's a huge trap? Yeah, let's just call it what it is, the achievement trap. It's this wild paradox where the very things we chase for success and happiness can actually become a source of some pretty deep suffering. And the way it happens is so subtle. First, you achieve something amazing. Awesome. Then you start to wrap your whole identity around that success. It's not something you did anymore, it's who you are. And from there, it's a really short step to feeling kind of superior to other people. And boom, before you even know it, that incredible achievement has become a beautiful golden cage. So, how in the world do we escape this thing? Well, the blueprint we're going to use is, get this, over 2,500 years old. It comes from a classic Buddhist text that just nails this exact problem with some incredible psychological precision. The Sappurisasutta, and it's basically a discourse from the Buddha all about what it really means to be a true person versus, well, an untrue person, especially when it comes to spiritual accomplishments. Now here's the catch. We're dealing with an ancient text written in a language called Pali. So how can we be sure we're getting the real deal, the intended meaning, and not just some flat textbook translation? Well, we have a pretty cool method for that. We are going to unlock the code of this text using a unique two-step translation process. It's designed to get way past the surface of the words and right to the heart of the original teaching. Here's how it works. First, we go straight to the Pali and we do a fresh, modern translation right from the dictionary. That tells us what the words literally say. But then we go deeper, way deeper. Using linguistic insights from the Buddhist time, we analyze the root of the words to uncover the original teaching intention. You know, it's the difference between looking at a map and actually being in the territory. Okay, so let's put this method to work. We'll start with the two main characters in this ancient drama. The untrue person, the one who falls right into the achievement trap, and the true person, who knows the secret to avoiding it. First up, the Sappurisasa. This is the text's term for the untrue or inferior person. This is the one who gets caught. They achieve something and bam, immediately build their entire identity out of it, using it to feel superior. The text gives us this perfect example. The Asaprisa monk thinks, I am a master of the discipline. These other monks, they're not. You see what's happening there? He's taken his accomplishment, knowing the rules, and used it to create a division, to elevate himself and put other people down. That is the trap in action. Now let's look at the hero of our story, the Sappurisasa. Our first translation, the simple dictionary one, is a good person. Which is nice, but a little vague, right? But this is where our second translation reveals the true depth. The root intention isn't just good, it's one grounded in reality. Just think about that difference for a second. It's not about being a good person in some moral sense. It's about seeing things exactly as they are. So what does this person who is grounded in reality know? The text tells us they think something like this. Having a spiritual title, like Master of the Discipline, doesn't actually get rid of the real problems: greed, hatred, and delusion. The label is irrelevant. The only thing that matters is the actual practice, the internal work. So now the text takes this idea even further, raising the stakes to the absolute highest possible spiritual achievements. And it offers this powerful, single-word antidote to the trap. The Buddha warns that even for someone who reaches these unbelievably profound states of meditation, the trap is still there and it's even more subtle. You could achieve a state of pure bliss and still think, wow, I achieved this. Others haven't. The ego is incredibly sneaky.
And here it is, the ultimate antidote, one single word, etamayata. The direct translation is non-identification, but the root intention is so much more poetic. It literally means not made of that. It's the profound realization that you are not the sum of your accomplishments. You are not made of them.
And this line from the text just illustrates the point brilliantly. It means that the very moment you try to grab an experience and build an identity around it, the moment you conceive of yourself as the one who achieved this, the truth of that experience has already changed. You've turned a living process into a dead trophy. And this brings us right back to the question we started with. This ancient wisdom has a direct and really urgent message for our modern, achievement-obsessed lives. So here's the core takeaway. Whether it's CEO, guru, or 1 million followers, the title itself is empty. The real value, the quality of a true person, isn't in the label you hold, but in the attitude of atamayata, that wisdom of not being made of it. It's in the continuous practice, not the static trophy on the shelf. And that leaves us with one final, powerful question to reflect on. If you strip away all the titles, all the successes, all the failures, if you are not made of your achievements, then who are you, really?